Hey guys, how are you doing? And in this episode, I just want to share two important things about iPhone's battery health. Recently, I have noticed my iPhone's battery health dropped like 3% within 1 week period of time. If you have experienced similar things with your iPhone, I have the answer for you in the first half of the video. And in the second half, I'm going to share some tips based on my observation. Like I'm using iPhone since iPhone 3GS, and since iPhone 7, I started to follow some charging practices, and I recommended it to my friends and family members who are using the iPhone, and they have also found that it's working, and overall the iPhone's battery lifetime is kind of very good. So I just want to share those tips in the next half of the video. The very first thing is I bought my iPhone 12 Pro when they launched it in India around November 2020, and it's almost 9 months completed, and I'm using it continuously, and I was eagerly waiting for the battery health percentage to drop at some point of time, maybe a couple of months before, because it was maintaining 100%. That was the scariest moment, where when it is going to drop, whether it will be a couple of percentage or 4 to 5% drop when it happens. From what I have observed, depending on individuals' usage and charging practice, the iPhone's battery health can be maintained to some better level. However, you need to understand, for any iPhones, normally the 2.5 years, 2.5 years to 3 years is the time that it reaches the Apple's set limit 80%. That is where you need to take your iPhone to Apple Service Center to change or replace the iPhone's battery to get the same level of peak performance for another 2.5 years, 2.5 years, or 3 years. I'm not sure why I'm keep on saying that 2.5 years. Anyway, thing is, for me, it was maintaining the 100%, as it is kind of a software and hardware level measurement that happens, the software which Apple uses to measure the battery health of the hardware component, which is the lithium ion polymer batteries, and it is not 100% accurate is what I have observed personally. Since the launch of battery health, since they launched it in beta version, I noticed that still it kind of feels me it is in beta version, because the accuracy of measuring it is like plus or minus 2% or 1%. That's what I have observed, and it is absolutely my personal opinion, because for some people they will see every month 1% reduce of the battery health, and for some people it will not reduce. For me, it happened almost for 9 months, it didn't reduce even a single percentage, and all of a sudden 2% or 3% will be reduced within a month. So we cannot be sure how the battery health is going to be reduced or when it is going to be reduced. If you are seeing iPhone's battery health all of a sudden dropping 3% or 4%, or even every month you are seeing 1%, that is absolutely normal. When it drops couple of percentage or more than that, what you have to do is check from the date of purchase, from the year and month you have purchased the device. You need to calculate it till date, so that you will be able to understand whether a month 1% is reduced or not. If there are any defects in your iPhone, any battery related defects or any software related issues, the time where we need to take it to the Apple Service Center is, even for gamers and streamers who use their iPhone or iPad for a non-stop streaming purposes, they normally get 1.5 years to almost close to 2 years. But if you are seeing a sudden drop, if there is any defect, then you will be seeing the reaching of 80%, which Apple have set to change or replace the battery, will be happening within the warranty period, within the 1 year period of time frame. Otherwise, it is entirely based on your usage and charging practice. So that is very important that you have to understand. And the next thing is how to maintain the battery health. It is very simple, I would say. All we have to do is 3 things that we need to keep in our mind. The very first thing is always use original or M5 certified cable. That's what I'm doing. I'm using either the original cable at my home or at my office work desk. I normally use the Amazon Basics M5 certified cable. I'll leave a link to that cable in the description of this video. If you're from US, I have a link separately given it as Amazon USA. And if you're from India, you can simply search in Amazon, or you can click on the link and then buy it, the particular cable that I'm using from Amazon. When it comes to adapter, using the Apple genuine adapter is always a recommended option. Even for Nokia phones, since several years ago when I was using, they were recommending the genuine adapters, original adapters, to maintain the battery in a good condition after changing the battery after a few years of usage. So make sure that you're using the original adapter. That is very, very important. And the second important thing is charge your iPhone when it reaches 20%. Whether you are using always on low power mode or you are putting the low power mode only when it reaches 20%, it doesn't matter. I always followed that 20% is the charging limit that I normally set. Whenever it reaches 20% or around like 25 or 18% or 17%, I normally put my iPhone in charging. So that is one practice I normally follow since my iPhone 7. Every year I upgrade and I normally follow that practice. That is very, very important. And the last step is avoid draining your iPhone frequently. For any lithium ion polymer devices, this is another important thing that we need to do to maintain the battery health, because from my observations all these years, what I have found very effective is avoid draining the iPhone batteries. That is very important. So whenever it reaches, as I said in the second step, around 20%, charge it. You don't have to drain it, or you don't need to do the battery recalibration things, monthly once or 2 months once. I'll bring a separate video about that. That is an entirely different topic. So the thing is, like, these three are the important things that you have to do in order to protect and maintain your iPhone's battery health. That's all it takes to maintain your iPhone battery health. And I hope this video helped you to understand why your battery health suddenly dropped few percentage, and what are the things that you can do as a new iPhone user or an existing iPhone user to maintain your iPhone's battery health. Feel free to share your thoughts and opinions in the comments below. Like, if you are following any separate practice that helps you to maintain the iPhone battery health, feel free to share it with the comment section. And don't forget to subscribe to this channel, and don't forget to share this video if you find it useful in Twitter and Facebook. Thanks for watching. Have a wonderful day.